Amid the raging second wave of COVID in the country, a management consultant by profession, Rashmi Chandra started a neighborhood sharing network. Extra Portions is a volunteer-based distributed kitchen support system that provides free meals to COVID patients. She has helped over 70 to 80 families in the past few months. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Rashmi Chandra. Hello and welcome. You're joining us on a special show, NewsX Second COVID Wave Superheroes. Now, amid this unprecedented pandemic, especially during the second wave that has hit us, a lot of people are coming forth and helping each other in whichever ways possible. One such person is with us today, Rashmi Pandey. She has started a venture of tiffin services for COVID patients. Welcome on the show, ma'am.
Hi, very nice to be here and be with you all.
So, ma'am, tell us how and when did you start the venture?
So, again, my name is Rashmi Chandra. I'm also Rashmi Chandra Pandey, and I call my venture something called Extra Portions. And just to clarify, it's not really a tiffin services. What we are doing is volunteer-based distributed kitchen support system for free COVID meals. So essentially, just to give you a background about how we started was that, when the second wave started hitting and, by the time I started realizing how big this proportion was, a lot of the numbers which were on television were actually now names and faces to me. People around me were, my relatives, my friends, and the whole family was going down. And I realized, some of us, we got together, we started sending meals to each other. But I realized that this is a problem which is affecting lots of people. A lot of people need, when it's in the second wave, what happened was that it wasn't just one person who was falling sick. It was the entire family which was falling sick. 4 people, 5 people, elders, children, everybody was falling sick. And there was nobody essentially just taking care of themselves, was totally sapping them of their energy, talking to doctors, the anxiety and so on. So I realized one of the things that we can do, which they did not bother about, is basically home cooked nutritious meals. So I said that what can I do? I started feeling very restless. And I said, okay, let me see if I made a small post and saying, if anybody needs homemade meals, contact this number, and put my number out there. I got 2-3 people contacting me. So on 22nd, I started sending meals from my house. Then I put out another post. I said, I can't do this alone. I need more hands, So I started enrolling volunteers. So basically, where I started was that on between 22nd April to 24th April, 3 volunteers came in, 5 recipient families knocked on our, and it was basically through social media that we were putting this message out. But within a week, Manjari, what happened was that, the number started getting flashed. It started, being put in different forums, covidmeals.org, it got listed there. And suddenly I was reaching a different scale. So I started upped my volunteer enrollment, and you won't believe it. And within a week's time, we had close to 60 volunteer families, homes like yours and mine, who were willing to cook. And what was my ask? My ask was, if you're willing to cook for one family over 5-6 days, just opt in. I will help you through this process. And, I just try to make it easy for the volunteer families to do this. So you could cook for as many days, you could cook as many meals. And what I did was then I started kind of, using a kind of a process and a system to map the people who were wanting the food to my volunteers. And, I would basically get some calls saying that, okay, we are a family of 4, we are a family of 5, and we need meals. And I would then look for a volunteer which was close by, and I would fit them in, I would connect them. And then that volunteer essentially adopted that recipient family for 10 days, 14 days, sending meals, understanding what the requirement was. And that's how it just kept building. And today we have sent close to 5,000 meals starting 22nd April. So that's the journey, small little thing that we've been able to do largely in Gurgaon. try to do
Okay.
a little bit in Noida and Ghaziabad also, and Delhi also. So just I think we just harness the spirit of giving in the community. That's what I've done. I feel there is a lot of giving which exists. People are wanting to do. It just needs a turbine which can just channelize it, and that's all I did. I just channelized it, and there's a lot of giving which is there. And in this time, it helped.
Right. Speaking about the volunteers, you said like a lot of volunteers actually come forth. So especially since this is for COVID patients, what measures are the volunteers taking? What measures are you taking in terms of sanitization? In terms of if they're if you've been giving them any PPE kits, or what measures are being taken?
These are essentially non-commercial kitchens. These are kitchens which are kitchens of, so we are not cooking in bulk. We are cooking for just one family. So therefore, the hygiene that they're maintaining is the hygiene that they're maintaining for their own home, because it's just like that how you would cook for a guest. So yes, I mean, the standard measure that you're taking at your own home. My packaging material that I'm procuring is from a registered vendor, so that the packaging is sanitized. And I use basically Swiggy Genie is helping us to do the delivery, and they are really supporting us. So it's just like the support of a lot of other external systems which has helped. So in terms of hygiene, it's the food, that how you maintain the hygiene, that's the hygiene that we're extending. And it's just worked beautifully. And what we also do is that we try and my volunteers try and understand what the family's requirement is. Is there a child in the family? Is there an old person in the family? Is there a diabetic in the family? So it's not like a standard, bulk tiffin system. It's a very from the heart, from one home to another home. Really, it's just that. Just and when a volunteer feels like pausing because there's some issues, or they're tired, or they can't cook, I remap that family to somebody else, and it just that other family then picks up the baton and runs with it for a few days. And so that's how it works. If it's a large family, then I try and break up the lunch and dinner between two volunteer families. And yeah, that's how it's worked. And you'll be happy to know, Manjari, that actually just to cheer up my volunteers who've been working so hard, we have had a lot of home bakers and Krishi Cress and people like that who are just, supporting sending up some cheer up goodies for our volunteers. So it's just, I think it's just getting, a lot of systems are getting connected. I'm myself amazed at where I have, where this journey has brought us, and I think we are ready to take on the next step, because, wherever the need is, we'll be able to go there right now. That's the confidence I feel on the back of just the volunteers backing this whole thing up, never saying no, picking up the last minute dropouts if it is happening. It's just wonderful, the spirit which has made this happen. That's all I can see.
Also, up until now, approximately how many families have you served? How many people are actually contacting you at this point of time?
So we would have done close to 5,000 meals, because that's the number. We would have helped about like different family sizes. We would have helped about maybe 70, 80 families, some for 5 days, some for 8 days, some for 14 days, some longer. So that's how it's working.
Right.
And yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
And I mean, it's for everybody. Our help is for anybody who needs, irrespective of class, caste, where are they from, and that's how it works. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining with us, and especially thank you for your service that you're doing. We wish you a very good luck.
Thank you so much for having me here. Really a pleasure. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.